Hey folks, what's up? Welcome to Look Good Tech. My name's Mohammed. Just wanted to share my quick review on a 2-in-1 lens adapter that I picked up from eBay for under a tenner from a Panasonic G7 Lumix. Let's get to it. Guys, so just before we continue, I'm filming on the Panasonic G7. I've got the kit lens on here, the 14 to 42mm kit lens, and the apertures are f3.5, ISO's on 1600, profile set on Cinelike D, and autofocus is on as well. So let's get back to the lens now. This here is 0.45 wide angle lens adapter you're going to get, and you also get another lens adapter for your macro lens, so you get two over here. In order to work the wide angle adapter, you need to place the two of them together, and then this is what counts. The thread goes on to your Panasonic G7. The good thing about this lens adapter that I picked up from eBay under a tenner is that the thread count on the back is 46mm, and the thread count for the Panasonic 14 to 42mm is also 46mm, and also the Panasonic Lumix 25 f1.7, the front thread count of that is also 46. So this adapter is going to fit both of those lenses. Now you have a 0.45 x super wide angle HD adapter. What that means is you're going to do 0.45 and you're going to times that by your focal length. So over here we have a 14mm. So 0.45 times 14 gets you to about 6.3. So this is technically going to turn my 14mm, your 14mm, into a 6.3 wide angle. So right now we're 14mm of focal length. With this on, it's going to be 6.3 to 6.5mm focal length. I could be wrong about the whole metrics. Like I said, I'm not that sure, but let's get to it. First, let's start with the macro lens. And one thing you want to be careful of is when you threading this in, be sure not to ruin your threads on the front of your lens, because it can be a little bit tricky just trying to get it in. Some of these threads are a little bit loose, and like I said, for £10 don't expect the best quality. But let's just start off with the macro lens, and I know everybody's going to buy this for the same reason that I bought it, for the wide angle lens, but we got the macro lens here anyway, so let's just try it. So this is what it looks like with the macro lens on. So if I just hold it in, and I've not threaded it in, I rather just held it. So the macro lens, you can get some images. If I hold the adapter of the wide angle lens, you can see from here that you can get quite close and you can pick up. So not that bad. I mean, if you want to showcase certain products by sitting over here, you just hold up the macro lens. And now I'm going to take the macro lens off, and let's try it without the macro lens. So this is the 14mm to 42mm. You can see it's having trouble, Panasonic's having trouble just picking that up, and it's not focusing on it. It's trying to focus, but it can't. So the same position, I'm now going to put the macro lens on, just hold it up, and you can see it's picking it up. Right, so the macro lens does work. Again, if you're into photography, you want to take some close-up shots, it does work. It's not the best, it's not for me. Again, I hardly use it, but just so you know that you can use it, it does work. You can see quite clearly. If I remove the macro lens, that's what it looks like, and it's already having trouble. So I can pick it up from over here, but if I bring it any closer, it's not going to pick it up. Again, with the macro lens, just holding it up there, it can pick it up. So yeah, the macro lens works, no problem with that. Again, if you use a macro lens, it's up to you. In order to use the wide angle adapter, you need to screw on the macro lens first, and then the macro lens again screws on. So this is what the 14mm at arm's length. So I'm just going to hold the Panasonic G7. This is me holding the Panasonic G7 at arm's length, and as you can see, this is the amount of focal length that you're going to get. Now let's throw on the wide angle adapter and see how it looks. Let's do that. Okay, so yeah, there we go. You can see it's quite a bit of a difference. Again, I'm sitting at the same arm's length over here, but you can see a hell of a lot more on the wide angle adapter. So technically this should be a 6.3mm. Now, given how cheap this lens is, there is a lot of blurriness going on the sides over here, but again, you can still see it, you know. And in the center of the lens over here, I was testing this earlier on, you do get just a little bit of glare. But for a wide angle adapter for underneath £10, I think it was $9.98. I paid £9.98, and for the price that you have to pay, it's quite a good adapter. You know, I'm not that bothered about it. So I'm now gonna do a little walking test. I'm holding the Panasonic G7 at arm's length, and this is what it looks like. You know, so again, not that bad. You know, 14 to 42 millimeters is now 6.3. Again, if you're vlogging, most of the focus is going to be on you anyway, and the background can be shown, but it is going to be a little bit blurry. There's the glare that I was talking about. So if you just look really closely, about right over here, you can see there is just a slight glare that pops up. Even where my eye is right now, it does pop up within the bright sunlight. It does happen. You can't see it, but again, for the price that I paid, $9.98, I'm not complaining about it. A good wide angle adapter lens. Again, if you want anything professional, you want to put a a wide angle adapter, you're going to pay a lot more. But again, from eBay, $9.98, it's not that bad. This is our arm's length, just walking about. Let's now quickly see our arm's length, what it looks like if I was to take this off and do the same walking position. So let's now do the same thing without the lens. This is it over here. So that's it off. This is now 14 to 42. This is where aperture 3.5, and this is the exact same. I personally think that somebody who's vlogging with the 14 to 42 millimeters, if you're going to vlog with this, I think it's still pretty decent. You know, the kit lens, the Panasonic G7 is a good kit lens. It's a great kit lens, and I think you can vlog without having any adapter. But that's just my personal opinion. This is me holding out the Panasonic G7 arm's length at 14 millimeters without the adapter, and let's now try it again with the adapter. So this is now back again with the adapter. So again, you can just get a whole lot of view. I would like to go inside, but unfortunately we can't go outside because of the whole pandemic and coronavirus going out, so I've got no choice but to do this over here. But as you can see, it does have blurriness on the sides, but as long as you're focused in the center, people are still going to be able to see this over here. Your whole surroundings, you're going to be able to see them a lot more clearer. Our arm's length. So yeah, definitely a good adapter to have. Not that bad. Let's now go back to where we were over here. So yeah, I personally think it's a great adapter. You know, I'm happy with it. I don't mind it. I like using it. Even in this particular position over here, it might have like a warp type of effect or a blurry effect, but again, for the price that you have to pay, is, in my opinion, I think it's a good adapter. If you want one, you just want an adapter to see or put on your lens, by all means go ahead and buy it. I will leave a link in the description below. However, there is another lens, the Panasonic 25mm, which is a great lens, an amazing lens. I have it right over here, the Panasonic Lumix 25mm f1.7. So let's quickly swap out the 14 to 42mm, put it on the 25mm, and see what the wide angle adapter can do over here. So let's now switch over to the 25mm. Okay folks, so boom, hey, we're on the 25mm, and as you can already tell, I'm sitting in the exact same position, and this is already too close. So many people would tell you that for vlogging purposes, the 25mm isn't your best bet, but for taking pictures, photography, and in my opinion, video, the bokeh background that this gives you, that blurry background, is amazing. The quality on this lens is amazing. So right now, again, I'm at arm's length. You know, it's hard to vlog on this lens, but again, if you just want to move a little bit back, get in focus, and you want to make vlogs like this, or you want to sit down and talk to the camera, I always do use the 25mm. It just gives it that nice blurry background. So let's now come back at arm's length. So now we're back at arm's length, and this is what it looks like. So if the focal length is correct, so 0.45 times 25 should take you to 11.5. This should make your 25mm roughly about a 12mm or even less. Again, I could be wrong about the whole metrics of the thing. Let's now throw on the same position, throw on the 25mm wide angle adapter, and see what that does. when you're screwing this on, folks, so there we go. Again, I think it looks fine. I think it looks nice. You know, you're already going to have the blurry background from the lens angle adapter, but you've also got the f1.7, which is going to give you an even much more blurry background with that bokeh in it. So yeah, same position, arm's length, sitting over here, wide angle adapter lens on the 25mm, which is roughly about 12mm, and I think it looks perfect. I think it looks nice. You know, even if you were to just sit a bit more back over here, you can still get a little bit of the background. It's going to be blurred out, but yeah, I think it looks really nice and beautiful. So let's now, before you couldn't walk around and do a vlog with the 25mm, let's see how it looks if we were to get up and walk. So again, it's not going to be that zoomed in on my face over here, but even with this, you just get a little bit more of the background, which is already going to be blurred out. You know, so if I just turn over here with the lights just to get a little bit position over here, so yeah, you're already going to get a bloody background as it is anyway with that bokeh going on. This is holding the 25mm arm's length. This is what it looks like. Let me quickly take off the adapter lens and show you what arm's length 25mm looks like without it on. Right, so now we're going to take off the adapter lens at arm's length, and as you can see, this is what it looks like. And this is why a lot of people say you can't really use the 25mm to vlog with. The background looks nice. The background's all blurred out. That looks really nice. You're in focus, no problem with that. But this is why most people say you can't vlog with the 25mm, you know. So let's now put the adapter back on. So even with the adapter back on, let's do this. Guys, be really careful when you're screwing on. The last thing you want is the threads of your lens to get messed up. It can get a bit tricky. But again, the same shot over here, the background's still blurry, but you just get a little bit more in the shot. Yeah. So guys, yeah, that was my quick review on this adapter lens. We're on the 25mm, works on it. Again, like I said, any lens that you have a 46mm thread count at the start of your lens, at the front of your lens, this is going to fit it. I think they do come in different sizes which you can buy. Expect the lens to have a little bit of bad quality. Again, I can't go outside. It does have a glare that comes with it. It does have a little bit of warpness, that bloodiness that comes from the sides. It does have it. But again, for £9.98, I'm not complaining. Just to have something to record a video like this, to go out and make a little quick vlog, you just want to have more of your background showing, definitely look into it if you're interested. I will leave the link down below on eBay, but wherever you are, these lenses and these adapters can be found at a really cheap price all over the internet. There's a few ones out there that are much more expensive, so you want more professional looking wide angle adapter lenses, by all means go ahead. But for £9.98, super cheap wide angle adapter lens will fit your Panasonic G7 46mm. That's enough from me. I look good tech, guys. Please do subscribe, comment and like if you wish to do so, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below and I'll be happy to answer them. That's it from me here at Look Good Tech, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.